Do not poke the bear. Raptors win 121-102 against the Brooklyn Nets. Raptors were getting destroyed early on in this game, down double digits. Couldn't find any method of offense or any lineup that worked to score some offense in this game. The defense was fine, but the Raptors' offense was just tragically bad. Guys couldn't make open shots. The Nets were filtering all the open passes to Stanley Johnson, who didn't hit a shot all game. So you know how that happens. And then Rondae Hollis-Jefferson took a 3, air ball. And then they just filtered all the shots towards the guys who aren't worth shooting and worth keeping on the offensive lineup. And you know what? The Brooklyn Nets method, it did work. Similar to how Miami played the Raptors, the Brooklyn Nets adopted the zone defense. And you know what? This zone defense is going to kill the Raptors because they just cannot execute and destroy the zone. But after a while, it was a Serge Ibaka, OG Anunoby, McCaw, VanVleet, and Kyle Lowry lineup that really killed it in this game, especially in the second half. But in that first half, they blew open that zone multiple times. OG made some good bounce passes to Serge, getting some dunks for him. And the Raptors, Kyle Lowry and VanVleet started making shots in the second half. But VanVleet especially really kept the Raptors in this game. In that third quarter, he was on fire. 14 points in that quarter for VanVleet. And then Kyle Lowry, 16 points in that fourth quarter. But Kyle Lowry was pretty garbage throughout this entire game until he picks up that technical foul. After him and Jared Allen get locked up with their arms, Kyle Lowry should have got a foul call. Refs didn't give it. Kyle Lowry decides to almost bring Jared Allen over his back with his arm, almost flipping him over. But then Jared Allen holds back. Jared Allen acts like he's gonna punch him, and then Lowry's like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" And then they give a tech to Lowry, and Lowry's like, "What the hell?" He was just asking him, "What are you gonna do? What are you making that face for?" kind of stuff. Why are you trying to fake punch me? And then all of a sudden, Jared Allen heads to the bench and they start reviewing stuff, and then they give a flagrant to Lowry, and I'm like, that's kind of excessive. You already gave him a technical, but you know what? They gave him the flagrant, and then that's when Lowry got pissed. And you know what? An angry Lowry is the best Lowry, especially on the road where the Raptors really needed some juice. Kyle Lowry's anger just exploded, and then my God, he was on fire in that second half. Whew. He didn't shoot the ball well, but 26 points for Kyle Lowry, 5 of 19, but he was 1 of 8 before that play, and he just kept knocking down 3 after 3 after 3, and he just told the Brooklyn fans to just get out of here at the end. Told them get out. There's a lot of cuss words he was throwing in there, mixing it up, and Kyle Lowry talking trash, knocking down big shots. They couldn't stop him. The All-Star point guard went ham. And VanVleet, best player of the night. He shot the ball extremely well, was scoring inside, outside, playmaking, threw an alley-oop to OG, got OG going, hit some big threes. Great game, but despite the Raptors playing excellently down the stretch, the offensive struggles are still there. Brooklyn really threw this game away by turning the ball over multiple times. 24 turnovers. Majority of those turnovers were unforced, in my opinion. They just kind of didn't communicate well. DeAndre Jordan especially threw a bunch of passes thinking these guys were making back cuts, but their players kept making stops or getting caught up by the Raptors. So tons of turnovers from DeAndre Jordan, despite him coming off the bench. A lot of turnovers for him. But as a team, the Raptors turned those turnovers into fast break opportunities, into points off turnovers, where the Raptors dominated. 32 points off turnovers, off the Brooklyn 24 turnovers. And Raptors kept their turnovers to a low, about 8 or 9 turnovers in this game. And that's what you got to do when you're on the road. Hold out. This team, the Brooklyn Nets, gave the Raptors an opening, and the Raptors seeped right through and destroyed the Brooklyn Nets. That's exactly what you got to do. They played defense. Their defense was stellar. Didn't give up too many easy shots after that first quarter where they got destroyed for 33 points. But the Brooklyn Nets were knocking down multiple threes in that first quarter. The Raptors weren't making multiple efforts. After that quarter, I think the Raptors did a better job just holding on, making the extra effort. Chris Boucher did a great job defending the paint and really buying Serge Ibaka tons of minutes. Despite Serge having a fifth straight double-double, He was solid in this game, but he was playing tons of minutes. But Chris Boucher held it down, blocked a bunch of shots, was getting on the offensive glass. Tons of offensive rebounds from both Chris Boucher and Serge Ibaka. I believe above 10 offensive rebounds from both guys. Raptors dominated the glass despite Jared Allen and DeAndre Jordan on the other side. Raptors, great job on the glass. And one thing I loved about this game was the Raptors were pretty much in control of this game. At the end of the game, Nick Nurse and the Raptors were like, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, go ISO against your former team. And he scored again and again, just rubbing it into the Brooklyn Nets' face that you let go of me and I'm destroying you right here. He had a good game too. So gotta give it up to Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. He was feisty, he was aggressive. He played great defense on Spencer Dinwiddie, really shut him down because Dinwiddie was going downhill for most of this game, really giving the Raptors some fits. But Rondae Hollis-Jefferson was playing great defense on him, forcing turnovers, and the great hustle plays really got the Raptors energized where they had the back-to-back dunks. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson forces the steal. OG gets it, loops it to Rondae Hollis-Jefferson on the break, gets the dunk, and then misses the dunk, but then Terrence Davis there to follow up. But then the next play down, O'Shea Brissett gets the dunk. So you got two dunks back to back, and you're like, wow, you got some energy going. And that's what fueled the Raptors going into it. And it's that energy that you need. You get some hustle plays, some defense, and the Raptors really took that momentum. And it just looked like the Nets lost their energy, their juice, their momentum altogether in that second half. And the Raptors just ripped their hearts out and just destroyed them after that. And I thought the Raptors would win by like 5-6 points in this game, but ended up winning by 20 points because Lowry and VanVleet were just on fire. And Serge Ibaka has been solid as your third guy you needed because he's 5 straight double-doubles, really doing well on the glass and scoring well outside and inside. Those little hooks in the lane are really coming through, and he's playing well. Key things in this game that if you didn't watch the game, it's probably not in the sheets or anything like that. Fred VanVleet left the game in the fourth quarter right after the game was pretty much out of hand at this point, but the Raptors were just closing out. And Joe Harris bumps Fred VanVleet on the hip, or like almost knee to knee it looked like. And VanVleet went straight to the locker room. No word on the injury or what really happened. But that's something to look out for, and definitely can't lose another injury. And then Serge Ibaka came down and kind of twisted his ankle near the end of the game as well. Both guys didn't finish the game off healthy, so both guys the Raptors got to keep an eye on. And you know what? If you lose any one of those guys, it's going to be extremely hard because after those guys, Stanley Johnson is not really giving you any productive minutes. You got to get somebody productive if one of those guys goes down. Norman Powell and Matt Thomas apparently nearing their returns, which would be great, especially from a three-point shooting aspect because the Raptors made just enough threes to keep the Brooklyn Nets from running zone for the rest of the game. And it was a lucky game because that zone is going to kill the Raptors if they don't shoot the ball efficiently. Patrick McCaw's got to shoot the ball with confidence. OG hit a big three in this game. He really's got to play better shooting the basketball, but as of late he's been playing better shooting the three. But the Raptors as a whole got to shoot the three better. And it was a struggle. This game was a tough grind out despite the box score, but a good win. Raptors have won 17 of the last 18 games against Brooklyn, so the Raptors really got their number. Karis LeVert came back for the Brooklyn Nets, really shot the ball well. Looked like he didn't come off injury just then, no rust at all. But the Raptors did a great job of locking him down in the second half. Good win for the Raptors. Guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time.